wide pass. Take the ball. Heads called and heads wins the toss. And there's Sahel. What are you going to do?
We're going to bowl first on this wicket.
They're going to be shaping up for this one. First up, the South Africans. Hansie Cronje, who's made the headlines for all the wrong reasons this week, is also missing the match. The captain is out, having had knee surgery, and that means that Gary Kirsten, the run machine of recent times, will be leading the side. A great honour for Gary Kirsten. The other major change, Dave Richardson, the wicketkeeper, has retired. That means Mark Boucher, who sat out virtually all of that tour of Australia without getting any matches, will be behind the stumps for this one. Otherwise, a balanced look to the side that toured Australia. The Pakistanis, obviously the talking point this week was that mugging. Now, the two players involved, Mohammad Akram and Saqlain Mushtaq. Saqlain had the far less severe injuries by all accounts. He will be playing, but Mohammad Akram, who really came off quite badly in that terrible incident, will not be playing. So it'll be Waqar Younis who will be the real focus with the new ball, as Wasim Akram is not really tidy.
Deal here for... Well up to him, plays it nicely. It's fast, this outfield, and I think that's going to win the race to the boundary. Only just, but it's beautifully timed and placed. Well, shouts of catch it there, and Gary Kirsten will get a single. And we're just pointing out.
In the air and out. So a big blow that for South Africa. Gary Kirsten, the form man, caught in the gully by Azhar, off the bowling of Waqar Younis for 3.
Shots of catch it, but that ball races away.
A little bit of late outswing there, extra step with the left foot. But I think pretty well controlled. Clipped away. Long chase for Waqar Younis, and he gives it. Good delivery. But Adam Bacher up to
Him off the pitch fast enough. It was a bouncer, and Waqar Younis did dig it in, but look how slowly it came in, and Jacques Kallis picked it off his nose so well, timed it slightly low on the bat, but into the gap, and really never a doubt that it was going to be 4 once.
tries it again. He gets exactly the same treatment. Good stuff.
Well, he ran in there. I hate being hit for 4, but being hooked for 4 is an indignity that no bowler who's got 239 test wickets will endure with. Beautifully driven, but very well stopped by the captain.
Is prepared to play anything up to him. Look at that ball he played. Again is up. He's prepared to drive anything up to him, and is really confident. I hope he keep it. We need this.
So there are 4 runs down to third man, because there is no third man.
And as you said, Waqar is swinging wide and he's throwing it back there. He's got to be careful. 3 slips in a gully, 1 it can go anywhere.
Oh, playing and missing. And it's been exciting action, and here's more of it. Lovely shot again through the covers. Not maybe... Well, that's 4 runs.
The ball was past the third slip high up. I think it's leaving danger.
He goes for this one. It's up in the air, and there's a man under it, and he's gone. He is caught by...
Anything short, he's going for it, and this was outside off stump, and he pulled it from that side. He got a top edge, went right up. See, there it's been taken.
Yes, there's the short leg getting underneath it. Not easy with a helmet on to keep your eyes focused on the ball for that length of time, but he never took his eyes off it, made the catch safely, and out goes Jacques Kallis, caught by Wasim of Shoaib for 15, and South Africa 56 for 2.
Driver just said about the pulling. Again, short ball, didn't.
That's it!
Wasn't hit all that well. Some of them have been played very well, but others not quite so well. Adam Bacher here, the ball skidding onto him a bit, didn't get hold of it. Nearly spooned a comfortable catch out to mid-on.
Full in the air for a little while, but I think it'll run away for 4. And
Adam Bacher perhaps looking for the shorter delivery. The ball was pitched up, his footwork wasn't there. It's the ball uppishly, but fortunately for him, picks the gap, and that's 4 runs.
very, very fine, whether it's off the bat or not.
Just very good going on the first morning of a test match as we watch this short delivery. Comes off the glove, fortunately wide of the keeper, and it runs down to the final. Cullinan again aiming in the direction of square leg.
That's of course if he pitches it, or when he pitches it. Nicely tucked away.
Good wicket for a batsman of international stature. That is certainly mid. Good delivery by Mushtaq. Hits him very low by Mitchley.
And immediately is going to be 4 runs down to third man.
And frustration for Waqar Younis, who has decided to continue to bowl from the...
Played quietly on the onside. This is nicely played. That will give him a bit of confidence.
And play them well. And if he does get runs, he's going to get them elegantly. And this is a perfect example.
Field for LBW, and the fingers up.
Well, Waqar Younis made an obvious change in tactics. He decided to run the ball back into the right-hander and has achieved success. If so, taken leg stump. So Adam Bacher again flatters to deceive, out for 46.
Ahmed continues to Daryl Cullinan. Cullinan drives and drives well. I think he might get 4 runs here.
Perfectly into the gap.
Bowled! Off stump out of the ground.
Daryl Cullinan had pretty well got over the worst. He'd got 16. He'd had 3 delightful 4s. And look at that. Look at the gap between bat and pad. And the ball coming back. And Daryl Cullinan goes for 16.
This is a nice shot from Gibbs. It gets him off the mark in handsome fashion. It's 4 runs.
That's now a very close shot made, wasn't it? That Cyril Mitchley had to know that the ball had turned back in enough to hit the off stump. More about that in a moment. 96 for 5.
Lovely shot there from Andrew off the back foot.
In the air, and I thought I heard something.
Batsman probably will be able to tell us.
No ball called, and it's been nicely played past the square leg umpire. They've got 2, and they'll be thinking of a 3rd, and they'll get it comfortably as the fielder goes crashing into the advertising boards. This will definitely be 4 runs. It times. Edged and dropped.
Important time during this test match. Pakistan made the controversial decision, as we just watched Sean Pollock just play away from his body slightly. Was a good delivery moving away, and it just...
Akhtar again, and away swing there, another one dropped, and he's going to get a couple of runs. It won't go to the boundary for 4. That was a very well cover.
Delivery is well pitched up. Andrew Hudson didn't hit it as well as he would have.
Well, this is going to be 4 runs and very nearly 6 runs over the wicket-keeper's head.
That's nicely played. Beautifully timed by Pollock. It's a chase for both fielders, but I don't think... That's sore. That's...
This Just hit the fleshy part, I think, of the inside of the leg. Or was it, as they say, the nether regions? Very much so, the nether regions.
I don't think any cricketer would have liked that on a Valentine's Day.
Big appeal, not out. That's a good shot. It's the first time that Mushtaq's really tossed it up. Well bowled. Not so well taken by Moin Khan. Well, Hudson
Almost has to the highest partnership of the day.
Oh, that's exquisite. And the old trap has worked, but South Africa in lots of trouble here at 149 for 6. Not properly timed, and a simple catch to backward square leg with himself as he makes his way off the wondrous stone now for 6. Mushtaq. Oh, and he's put down at slip. The second catch that's gone down in the slip cordon. Dragged it on. Big wicket that is. So celebrations as Andrew Hudson bowled by Mushtaq for 33. 5 fours he hit in that innings of 33. And South Africa now 157 for 7. A couple of years ago. Well, that's an interesting start, but it's fallen safely for him.
There's an appeal there for a catch at the wicket.
Hold him.
Runless balls. Lance Klusener out for 6.
And South Africa 166 for 8 now. Nearly slipped through. He's going to get lucky runs down to fine leg off the inside edge. Well, the 3 of them. Deliveries. He had the squarest stance I've ever seen in my life. This is going to go for 4. He played it rather well in the end.
He plays with very soft hands. And although it comes off the edge of the bat,
Play that sort of shot. This has gone high, high, high. And is it going to be a catch? It's not.
staying in the field of play.
Well, that's Symcox, as we know. There was a hesitation. He's well in, that doesn't he?
Stump.
That's through, and we'll go for 4. It's a good shot.
That could be the shot of the day. An absolutely superb cover drive after
Advantage of height. Keywords from Lee Irvin there was stand up. Look at him, absolutely upright, feet almost together. But Symcox has no regard for this man. Whether the ball will get there or not, it's going to be touch and go. It does.
straight bat of it.
There's just no better place to hit the ball than straight. No, he won't get any runs for that because that's
Action that he took in smashing the first ball over the bowler's head induced him to go round the wicket for the second one.
edged and put down again. Well, well, well. Waqar Younis is furious and has every right to be.
Turned the hands the other way around, almost like a baseball catcher, and superb effort by Waqar Younis is wasted once again.
He hits firmly up to the long on. Get a run there, brings up the 50 partnership.
That's a good one. Again, I think I'm lucky with you, Trevor. I'm getting my second 50 partnership.
And that's a beautiful shot. That's 4 runs.
Shot.
It's all very well saying, well, it was a full toss, but you've still got to place the full toss. And Symcox plays with the full face of the bat there.
Well, that's a great shot. Offered a little bit of width.
Smashes it. Pass point for 4.
That's struck away, and that'll get to the boundary. 4 more to...
Shorter delivery, back Symcox rocking on that back foot, playing a very good back foot drive through that offside field. This partnership will...
That was nicely played. Sold him a dummy to start with, and then resold it almost.
Shocking delivery.
And again. That's beautifully struck. And 50 runs.
By the old warhorse. South Africa has relied on Symcox very heavily as he picks this ball just short of a length up, beautifully over the mid-wicket towards the boundary.
That's hit high, handsome.
Symcox coming down the wicket.
Well, he's hit that cleanly enough. Oh, let's have it.
4 of the innings. Right from the word go when he came in today, he made his...
It's beautifully struck away by Boucher.
Drops it short. Mark Boucher into position very quickly. Boucher.
He does put back to this one, and it's through the covers for 4 runs.
And epitomises the fighting spirit of the South Africans.
And that's his 50. Well played, young man. That's well played. And it might go to the fence. He's pulled it through mid-wicket, and it's got enough on it.
Away.
This is beautifully played. It's 4 runs.
Beautiful square drive.
Well, he's not afraid to go for his shots. I'll take that. Bowl me a few more short ones, and I'll deal with you in that.
The bowler erring in line this time, whereas previous short deliveries were directed at the body. This one is short and wide. Frees up Pat Symcox's arms.
81 and 55. Now he's going to get a few more here. This is his highest test score as he gets it past the square leg umpire. They won't get 4 runs, they'll get 2. That's enough to move him to 80. Well, he's going to get 4 more runs.
Wasn't in complete control of that shot, but he still hits it well enough.
And he's going to get 4 more. 1 bounce over the wicketkeeper's head where we saw it.
Short and punished by Symcox. That almost sat up and looked at him.
The speed of the delivery means that the batsman's got to sort of hook it around behind square. Look at that.
Does, and nearly gets a wicket.
Fine cricket. Hopefully Mark Boucher is going to learn from this and be more careful with that. And I believe should have been concentrated on far more. They've wasted too many deliveries. When you can bowl a ball like that, you can beat the best.
There's a chance now because they'll scramble a leg by, which means that he will have strike. In fact, they're going to get 5 leg bys. Let's watch Symcox. Does he get his 100? They're looking for it, and he's going to get it. He's got it, and he leaps in the air. And now he holds his bat aloft, first to his teammates in the dressing room and to the whole of the wondrous stadium. And Symcox now gets 4 runs through the covers. But it doesn't take too long before he said, well, I've had enough of this now. Scored for half an hour. He's only scored 4 runs, and this might be the end, and it is. So Symcox is eventually out, drained probably from all the... And he knows that it was a bit silly. Jonty Rhodes gives him a little high five, and he leaves. Whipped away by Boucher. There's 2 men back there because he's shown a tendency to want to hook, and he's racing back for the second. I think he might just have made it. It was a good return, came in very fast and flat. And Boucher is a young man, he's 21 years old, he's pretty fast. Unfortunately, keeper Moin
accumulates. This is in the air though, and out. So the end of an interview,
and that is really risky, trying to play the sweep to the top spinner. The trouble is, it's very difficult to see which is bowling or top spinner.
So Boucher,
amazing to see how he bowls that top spinner of his. It's almost impossible to read as a batsman if you're watching television in slow motion.
so there's the South African scorecard from the first innings of his first test at the Wanderers of the 3-test series. Asked to bat first, remember, by the Pakistan captain Sohail, and it looked for a while as if it wasn't such a bad decision. 68 for 2 at the luncheon interval, 2 out, Kirsten and Kallis. Kirsten got quite a nasty delivery. The hit shoulder of the bat went gully. Kallis, a little bit of indiscretion in selection of the shot, the hook shot from way outside off stump. And then within half an hour after lunch, both Bacher and Cullinan were back in the pavilion, and it took a bit of a partnership with Hudson and Pollock to try and put things right. In the meantime, Gibbs was out LBW to Mushtaq. Both Pollock and Hudson were dropped on 113 and 114 respectively, team score-wise. So South Africa, where it could have been an awful lot of trouble at 114 for 7, but as it was only 5 down. They were still in the Dwang at 170 odd for 8 until that fantastic partnership, which we got 3 wickets to Waqar, 3 wickets to Mushtaq, 2 to Saqlain in the end, who didn't bowl as well as I've seen him. And this is Alan Donald.
And that's 4 runs.
Yes, he loves the cut, and that one didn't bounce very high.
And this will be 4 more, but this wasn't as well controlled. It was
from the other end, John Pollock, hands high, seemed good, just getting the outside edge. Well kept down by the batsman.
Is he caught this time? I think he is. He's out. Up goes the finger of umpire Cyril Mitchley. Gets
agility shown, but look at the delivery, whether it hit the leg or the glove. Watch here, umpire Mitchley decided it hit the glove. It looked as though it hit this shirt.
So the Pakistan captain, Sohail, is out, caught behind off the bowling of Pollock for 12, and Pakistan are 15 for 1.
The gloves were covering the ball.
This is caught? No. Anwar gone for 2. Well caught by Cullinan off Donald, and it's 15 for 2. This is going to be 4 byes. Well, this is Pollock again. And an appeal for LBW here. He turned him.
That's uppish, but just... That's a big appeal now.
Ijaz Ahmed having all sorts of problems, getting himself in another tangle as he goes right across. Oh.
Well, nobody's
Sighted. He just gets unfortunate 4 runs.
just straying leg stump and a little full. Nice timing from Wasim, and good fielding from a man who's just bowled 6 up. Not perfectly timed, just got a bit big on him, but hit it hard enough for 4. So was it?
Sean Pollock testing out Wasim. Gets onto that well enough. There's no mid-on fielder, so he places it.
And that's away for 4. It's just a bit too short. And this is in the air, and it's 4 runs. And he got hold of that one. 4 runs.
Must have a fantastic eye. Wait.
Send to Wasim. Drives handsomely. 4 runs.
Over pitch from Lance. He has a tendency to be either too length, either too short or slightly too full. If you could just hit that in between length more often, it's far more effective.
And this is 4 more. Past Patson.
Just those are difficult to catch, but having scored 100, I'm sure that he's a little bit tired and his reflexes won't be as sharp as they would have been.
And that's 4 more. Over pitching again, and this time he hits him to mid-on for 4.
Dan Pollock told us at a training camp not so long ago that you've got...
Well, that's 4 more. They really are throwing. It has to be said, Dave, that you said a moment ago that... Oh, is he caught? He must be! Yes! He played some tremendous shots. Look at that, 8 4s, and he's 44 coming from just 44 balls. After Pakistan had plunged to 15 for 2. It was a splendid innings in many ways, but it ended with a very fast delivery from short man. Had to take this way above his head, but this was a very fast delivery.
It was very well directed as well. It didn't give the batsman any...
And there's another example. What a magnificent stroke. It's a full delivery. The weight's a little bit back. Left foot could have been a bit footwork. Out! That's footwork was a bit too limited.
Again, before he gets to one of the mark, didn't go across, played the wrong line, bowled or stand down. That is good bowling from Klusener. 1-2 short ball and bring it up to him. Can't get it.
A really very miserable looking duck. And a disappointed Imzimam ul Haq. Sorry about the rhyme. 91 for 4. For Klusener.
Down the fine leg it goes for the single. Very noticeable there how he moved. And that's going to be 4 runs between the back. Up in the air and caught. Well, and Ijaz out for 34, adding just 1 to his overnight situation. And Pakistan, having added just 4 runs, or 6 runs rather, to their overnight situation, have lost their 5th wicket. 1-1-2 for 5. Dropped him. 3rd slip. And they're going to get 2 runs. Well, yes, if only he could have pushed it up, which very nearly happened. You see, he gets both hands there. It could have gone. Field for LBW here. I think that might have driven very well indeed, and this is 4 runs. It was up to him, and this will help. It's 4 runs down to 3rd man. Although in 3rd slip and gully, you're going to get 4.
Well, once again, bowler achieving the outside edge of the bat. Look at that, so close to a fine nick, but in the end, he has to be credited with keeping.
And this is going to be 4 more. It was short from Pollock. And Mahmood
was the first one. It's exploratory, really. Didn't get it up high enough, and certainly Mahmood had almost a gift for 4.
This is into the covers. Gibbs is after it. They'll think of a second. There's hesitation here, and he'll make it.
Oh, and he's got that between first slip and the keeper. Cut away. That's his 5th ball.
He has a full go at, and he's also got a very good eye.
That's hit him on the head. Driven. That was the temptation.
Khan slashing at a wide delivery. No control over the shot whatsoever. So 3rd.
There's 4 more. Down through the hole there.
Out the 3rd man. Batsman is beaten on that occasion. But the ball flies off the out.
Well, that's the kitchen sink. Quite fairly high. Donald's taken.
Azhar Mahmood playing the bat at a wide delivery. The boundary that he gets in that fashion. Alan Donald making every attempt to prevent that. That carries Pakistan past the follow-up.
It's in the air. And now we're seeing a little bit of...
Through for 4. Good cover point. It was in the air. Ball at drive end. And take that. It's an extraordinary shot from Mahmood. Not going to reach the boundary. They get only... Klusener rushing around the boundary. And backward square leg, and he gets there. Saves the 4. Well, that's 4 more runs, you see, and that's what happens. Play missed. Oh, a bit more good fortune. Off the inside there.
Good of Moin though is that he's able to not to be troubled by the fact that he has played in this, or he's had a bit of misfortune. He just seems to be able to keep his concentration and keep battling away.
Oh, he's dropped.
Beautiful bowling by Lance Klusener. Gets the outside edge. But to go a long way towards the slip there.
This will be 4 more runs. It was a bad ball. The 2nd gully or 4th slip position, and this one flies over the heads of the slips.
Well, you can't describe it any other way than to say...
Enough, another 4 runs, this time over the...
Well, as batsmen sometimes you can even start to feel a little bit embarrassed.
And look at that now, back over the bowler's head. Not going to go for 4 because he didn't hit it well enough, but they'll be able to get 3.
Another good shot, straight down the ground. That might go the whole way. Sounded better contact. No. Good chasing from the South African captain.
Now they play strokes like this. Mahmood goes on to 52. He's got an impressive average in Test so far.
That's smashed through the covers. Oh, and that brings... Now, that's interesting. We discussed this morning that Cullinan out for 46. Not the greatest innings, I don't think, that he's ever played. 219, now for 6. That will be out down the leg side. No, Peter Willie says no. Klusener's furious.
And umpire Peter Willie giving the batsman the benefit of the doubt, and it could have been correctly so. Well, yeah, could have been arm, might have been glove, probably arm.
Oh. Fails to gather that by signal. He's kept wicket against this sort of pace before, down on the border there.
Well, look at the movement. After it pitched, it's going down leg again, but he's not anticipating it. and that's why.
That's a beautiful stroke. That's as good a shot as he played all day.
Another 4 accrues to the Pakistani score. They're now on to 226 for 6.
Another edge, well stopped. Oh, what a fantastic delivery. All been
know that watching Sean Pollard running in again. Oh, wonderful delivery by Sean Pollard. He's been swinging the ball away. This time he hits the seam and nips it back. Saqlain and Mushtaq. It's well fielded.
That's a super delivery, outside edge at last. Kallis.
Kallis be getting enough balls in the right area. Saqlain doesn't cover, presents an angled bat. And Boucher when that ball was safely in the glove.
And Mushtaq out for 2 of 39 deliveries, 230 for 7. Got away with that. That was not a good delivery. It's early days though. Oh, okay. You're going to land it there. I'm going to hit you there. Now that might bunted away for 4. That was pretty good timing. Again, just that width. As soon as the width's presented, doesn't matter if it's.
And Mushtaq opens his shoulders again, and he's got 4 more.
A couple of comments, although they are smiling after that shot, but it was really a gift. He used his feet nicely, didn't he?
Up into the slip cordon. Field for LBW. And going round.
Bowling from quite wide, and for him to hit the stumps, it has to do that, particularly when pitched low. That's quite close. In fact, extremely close.
Down he comes, and he's hit this in the air. Is he caught? Oh, he's dropped him. And he had a couple of grabs at it, did Alan Donald. Caught. And Mushtaq, 255 for 8. Jacques Kallis, the man who gets the wicket as Mushtaq drives. And Gary Kirsten, the captain. And so Mushtaq out for 10. Pakistan 255 for 8. Now he's hit through the covers is Symcox, and that'll be 4 runs.
South Africans will know by now just how devastating this batsman has been when anything has been pitched.
Still, he's one of the world's great fast bowlers. This might go to for 4. It does indeed. It's gone too fine for the man.
That's beautifully hit and brilliantly fielded. His best.
Captain Chaos. Captain Chaos as they're calling him at the moment. And pulls off a great shot.
That's a fairly agricultural stroke. So I've got to cut it down to 2 if I can. Oh.
I wonder if Alan should have tried to catch it.
And down again.
Probably saying to himself, how the Dickens did it get to me?
Well, this chap makes a very big shot in the book. Hit hard into a vacant area. That's a consideration that Gary Kirsten has actually got to give to this field. For Waqar Younis, he's going to have to get a mid-on in there, maybe a mid-wicket and 2 slips and hope he nicks it fine. And he's hit that so sweetly, right between the 2. Good fielding again from the South Africans on the boundary. There it is. Well played, young man. Well done. His second 100 against South Africa in as many test matches. And this crowd here at the Wanderers, as well as his batting partner Younis, congratulate him warmly, and rightly so. And that's carved over cover by Waqar Younis.
This is going to be, I think, 4 more. And this is hammered up into the air. There's a man trying to get underneath it. It'll be a brilliant catch if he takes it, which he does. Catch. It hit low down on Waqar Younis's bat. That's why it went up and up like that, and he's gone for 10 to 96 for 9. Oh, enough. Well, that really was a nasty blow. I think he might have... Well, he took his eye off it, and it was made a... ducked right into it.
Well, that's well enough. That will bring 4. Well, Pollock won't like the fact that it's gone for 4. Whipped away, he'll want 2. He'll have to hurry. And does. Took that away nicely. Wants 2, naturally enough. And he's hit that halfway up the bank. He started up. Perfectly timed. Oh, what a good... Well, that's a magnificent shot. Straight over extra cover. This is high in the air. Gary Kirsten's underneath it, and he's dropped it. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. Now, is this one going to be caught? Donald under it. Yes, and safely in his hands. He's really happy about that. So's Pollock. Klusener will feel a little aggrieved. So that's good, congratulating him. 215 balls, 16 4s and 2 6s. 60 scoring shots, 136. Well, that scorecard doesn't look dissimilar to the South African one of yesterday. In fact, the 2 days have been quite similar, other than I don't think South African batsmen had quite as much luck and good fortune as Azhar Mahmood did, in terms of playing a missing and in terms of the ball landing in strange places and going over the top slits. But the 2 similar factors was 1 big 100 there, and support of 46, 44 and 34. But the catches were dropped by Pakistan yesterday that proved very, very important, and South Africa have done exactly the same today. Otherwise, both sides might have been bowled out for somewhere around 175.
Well, definitely, I think both teams were disappointed by the fact that they let the opposition off the hook. But catching, and particularly catching close to the wicket, we keep coming back to the same subject, is a specialist art. It is a skill that has to be practiced, that has to be learned, that comes with experience. And with the number of new players in the South African side, the sooner they sort out their slip cordon, so it's an established one, where the percentage of catches taken is high enough, the better off South Africa will be.